What is good, guys? It's Ray J back with another video, and in this one I want to break down what's going on with the overall market, talk about Tesla stock and SPY, talk about what's going on with this sell-off, what you should be watching for as time goes on. But let me first say that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Webull link, which is down below in the description. If you sign up for Webull and deposit $500 into the account, you're guaranteed 20 free stocks. If you deposit $25,000 or more, you're guaranteed 75 free stocks. The offer ends in just a couple of weeks. Check it out before they run out. Anyways, for Tesla, things are very, very interesting. Tesla's selling off right now. We saw this thing pump very, very nicely to the 177 area, which is a very, very big pump from 168. It pumped 9 points to the upside. And I was talking about this bounce yesterday, which ended up happening. But the whole market started selling off very, very aggressively. SPY is down pretty hard as well. SPY was at 523. Now we're all the way down at 515, barely holding support. A huge drop on SPY ended up happening. And the reason for this was because of many different factors. One of them would be the Fed speakers. Many of the Fed speakers said things the market didn't really like because there's some fear being incited by them because of the high inflationary projections that could be coming out, and also because of the fact that other data indicators are not looking the best. As crude oil is going up, gas prices are going up. When energy starts to increase, there tends to be a correlation with that of CPI. And additionally, this is leading to less certainty about the Fed essentially cutting rates. So the reason that's important is because we had Cash Kari come out, who's one of the most important Fed speakers, and he mentioned that the Fed will likely not cut rates this year if inflation stalls. That's some very, very interesting news. To me personally, that's no surprise. I was telling everyone that the Fed, if they do cut, it may not happen until later on during the year. And if we don't even get a cut, that will have to depend on inflationary numbers. Jerome Powell also said that the Fed needs more data before they make the decision to cut rates. So they're not necessarily like certain about that. They're not like super confident about that happening. So Cash Kari said this very, very confidently, and the market ended up selling off as a result of this. Now, you and I know that it's not solely just because of all this data. It's not solely because of what's happening with the Fed. The market is selling off like this because of what's been going on with the options chain. So we're seeing a lot of these 0 day to expiration options expiring. And what's happening is with all the call buying that was going on, they're hurting all the calls on the 0 day to expiration options chain, and it's leading to this massive sell-off, a big, big, big squeeze to the downside if you want to go down that route. So with this drop that's coming, SPY is still looking kind of weak. We have to see how it bases at this 515 support. Once again, that's going to be critical for SPY to try to hold this. If we fail to hold this, I could see this thing coming down to the 513.5 area. So be very careful. SPY is looking very weak, but it's also very, very oversold. It's dropped really hard, really fast. So we have to see if some bots step in to try to defend this to avoid a halt. We have to see if they end up doing so. So watch 515. SPY is looking not the best, and the reaction is still once again there. We haven't officially bounced yet. Tesla's following the trend coming down right now. Watch our support at this 170 zone. That's where we have our important 20 and 50 EMAs. If we lose 170, a bigger drop is coming to 168. If we hold 170, it could try to shuffle. So we'll see how it goes here. For the QQQ, big sell off as well, just like that of SPY. We were at 446, got a big rejection. Now we're coming all the way down to 438. We just lost that, so it could come even lower towards 437.5, then eventually 436. So overall, big sell off on the QQQ, not looking the best. And as this is happening, right, as this weakness is developing on the chart, this is not necessarily looking like it's ready to bounce yet, in my opinion. Could drop a little bit more, but just be careful and see how well it holds 437.5 and also 436 below that. So still showing some weakness. Nvidia is down pretty hard as well. We're all the way down at 869. Our next support way down here is going to be 862 if we lose 867. So watch support right now on Nvidia, this 867 area. If we lose that, I'm going to be looking for 862. Then eventually the 850s are going to be coming next. Nvidia is looking kind of weak right now, so just watch and see how well we hold. If we could get bought back above 872, that's going to be a sign of a reversal. We're not there yet. We're still looking pretty weak. SPY is also looking pretty weak now. It just lost 515, could continue to sink. No sign of a bounce yet. Apple's looking pretty weak as well. Went all the way up to about 172. We were talking about the inverse head and shoulders. What happens after that? Big slap down. Now we're approaching 169. Apple's looking pretty weak as well. So that being said, the market is showing weakness. We're seeing a big sell-off. Tesla, is following the same trend. So watch this 170 zone. Let's see how well Tesla holds up. If we lose this, a bigger dip is coming. Watch your levels, guys, and be prepared. As of right now, the market is still selling off, so give it some time, and we'll be very patient with this. Please be careful out there. I wanted to give you guys a very quick update, and peace out.